Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Bat Châtillon 155-55, the TF9 French SPG, located on the southwest spawn of Karelia, and this one is under the command of talon1958 of OLIMP. And yes, it's another replay in the weekend lying contest. Game on. Well, this is the single shot version of the tier 10 autoloader version of the French Arty. Never actually got put into production, but they did actually manufacture a prototype of this, just one, to actually see what it would look like. Didn't get proved though, unfortunately, which is kind of a pity because it might have actually been quite a good idea. It could shoot in all directions, which is something the Germans were after during the Second World War. They were looking for an Arty that could fire in all directions at the same time, or not at the same time, but you know, that would actually be capable of firing from multiple directions from the same position. Rounds out. The T-44 gets splashed. 277 hit points. Always a good idea to aim for the top of the horseshoe at these matches, because you never know if the enemy is going to turn up in force. If they do, you can actually get some good shots straight off. Okay, he's loaded. Rounds out straight away. Oh, direct hit! The A phase 1 lost 219 hit points, and Talon's relocating. Now, this is actually quite a fast little Arty. Top speed of 56.3 kilometers an hour. Based on partially on the size of the Bat Châtillon 25 ton, also on parts from the pattern. He got another direct hit on the A phase 1. This time it was 272, but he's looking at that IS-3 for the moment. I get the feeling that he thinks that the A phase 1's a bigger problem because he's actually shooting up at our teammates on top of the horseshoe. Rounds out. Another direct hit, 190, and he got stun assist this time because that guy was in conflict with our guys and they're taking the opportunity to punish him. And in fact, actually, he picked up all the rest of the stun assist because the A phase 1's gone down. Now, in order to get shots on the enemy, he's going to have to motor now because they've fallen back. They didn't like what was happening. They lost too many hit points, not only to Talon, but also to the guys who are up on the horseshoe. And as a consequence now, if he wants to get shots, he's going to have to get down into the south pass himself, because he can't shoot from back there. The rocks get in the way. Now, I've often found that if you do try to follow your tanks, yes, there is some danger. You might get spotted and shot at, but you can actually really help your teammates to win the South Pass region. And our guys have just basically gone straight through in the north, so it looks like we are winning this game massively. We're 6 tanks up on the enemy. We're aiming for a Jag Tiger. Well, he got some stun. Okay, we can E50, just the other end of the pass. See what we can do about him. The thing about this one is the reload is quite quick, because it's only 155mm howitzer. 28.76 seconds is the standard leap reload, and you can see Talon's got 23.56. He gets a direct hit on the E50, 225. He's racking it up. Already got over 1,000 damage, over 1,000 assists, and he's moving up. As I said, it really does help your teammates. You can hide behind objects, still shoot up over the top of them to get at the enemy tanks. Okay, next target, ISU 152K. It's closer back to the enemy cap. Oh, now that was very close. I think the shell fell a little short. The E50's gone down now, so he can move up again. There's only 4 enemy tanks left. Now it's only 3. This team is literally falling apart. Okay, he's going for the ISU again. He was a one-shot. Might be able to take him out of the game. Fires a shot in and short. It wasn't fully dialed in when he fired. But I get the feeling that Talon fired as quickly as he did, mainly because he was worried that he might not get another chance to shoot. And he hasn't fired that many rounds in this game. The M53 decided, yeah, his game's up, and therefore he tried to rush our team, and the game is over. Well, in the first game in this video, we've got a third-class tanker for talon1958 in the Bat Châtillon 155-55, but this is the first time that he's had a third-class tanker in this machine, so he obviously hasn't played it that much, and therefore he's actually starting to get good results. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this game. It shows 4, but obviously you wouldn't get this unless you got 5, so at least he did do that. And he also got a win rate of 1,301, which is good, but not great. Now, as this compares to his top score so far, when he hasn't actually got better, because that one was a third class bruiser and 1350, and in this one, Talon's 1301. So he hasn't improved. So there's we're going to have to go to another. He's going to have to do better or have another game to get an improvement. We can see that he managed to get 1,440 hit points of damage in the game. It was over way too quickly because his teammates were very, very, very good. The highest score in the game went to the GeForce 1010, who actually managed to get 3,705 hit points of damage. He picked up a Confederate attack sniper. Second highest damage went to the Jagdtiger, 3,286. And the third highest damage went to the 122 TM, who also got a Leather Slayer's medal and 2,819 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, it was the 122 TM and the BZ-58-2 and the T-95 all got 3 kills apiece. Talon didn't get any kills, but then only 4 members of the enemy team actually managed to get kills at all in that game, so they were totally outmatched. And when it came to base XP, Talon managed 707, but the high scorers were the 122 TM with 1,116, the GeForce 1010 who got 1,094, the Wizzy 111 1FT who got 1,034, and the same score for the Shrek, who was one of the tanks that was actually killed. They were the guys who actually managed to get over 1,000 base in the game. He fired only 8 rounds, so again, didn't get a huge amount of damage because he didn't fire enough shots during the game, but that was down to his fact that his teammates were too good and the game only lasted 4 minutes and 49 seconds. He got 4 direct hits in that game, no penetrations, but he did get 8 splash. Damage of 1,440, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damage for the enemy, didn't get any kills, but he did get 1,001 hit points of stun assist off 8 stuns. Again, not a huge amount of stun assists for the number of rounds he fired, but it's better than nothing. 84,369 credits for the game and 2,121 experience points as well. He said it's actually the first game in this Arty, so if that's his first game, then very well done to actually get that sort of score off your first one. That's very possible. It's very good, and I think he's probably getting a feel for it. A lot of Arty players do like the Bat Châtillon 155-55, mostly down to the fact that it does have a fast replay, but it also has that ability, that turret that turns around, which means that you get less time and less reticule bloom when you're re-aiming on a target. So let's have a look at the second replay that Talon sent in. In this replay, Talon's on the south spawn of Siegfried Line, and this is only the second game that he's played in this Arty. Game on! He's decided that he's going to stay out in the field for his first game, or his first few shots I should say. Now this position is actually very useful if you're new to Arty, or if you just like playing in different positions. It's useful because from here you can actually shoot up that little alleyway where tanks seem to go for near the gates on Siegfried Line. So if you want to catch the enemy unawares, obviously somebody's just knocked that tree down, so they're by the bunker at the back. But we found an enemy tank has gone to the exact same spot that I said about, yes, here. And it really does annoy them when you shoot at them from this position. Rounds out. Oh, just missed him, I'm afraid. Now you can change position to avoid counter battery fire just by a little bit. That's all you need to do. Throws the enemy off, and that KV-5 is now side on to us. So yes, he's likely to suffer a great deal. Talon's loaded, rounds out, gets a direct hit near the Dalek. In fact, actually it was on the smaller Dalek. And oh look, there's 2 KV-5s in this game, and one of them was a light. And he's being hit on the Dalek quite heavily. Of course, that's the machine gun turret for the radio operator. It's a weak spot on the KV-5, which is actually a very strong tank, apart from that little spot. Oh, we got a hit on him as well. 316 hit points. So he's not only getting damage, he's also getting stun assist on those guys, because he got some stun assist off the KV-5, the other one that he was firing at. Okay, we've got Type 59, managed to sneak past the city, and he's come out the other side, rounds out. That went slightly to the right of where the Type was last seen. Oh, AMBT. That's the American auto reloader. Yeah, the enemy team seems to have been given full control over the city. Our guys have only really gone in a little bit. Okay, Scorpion. Oh, the shell went long. Instead of actually hitting the Scorpion and getting a penetrating shot, that one fell short. Fell long, rather. Now, can he get another shot on the Scorpion? He should be able to if the 56 TP doesn't get it for us. But he might actually get a kill shot. Here we go. Rounds out. He does. It penetrated the Scorpion. He picked up all of his remaining hit points at 454. And that opens the way to the 56 TP to move up. Okay, we've got a T-30 now. Unfortunately, he just killed our BZ-176. But from here, we can get a shot on him. But it's difficult. We might actually hit the building. Rounds out. No, it went between the buildings, so we got the shot, but only some stun assist. Now, as I said, this is one of the faster Artys in the game. 56.3 kilometers now means that this thing can move about the battlefield quite quickly. And he probably does need to move about, because that Type 59, we still don't know where he is. He was over on the east side, or southeast side of the area and of the map. Our Astron Rex is going in to have a quick look for him. Now, where is he? You can see that the vehicle is actually pointing towards the north. There's the Type. Rounds out. There should be a kill. It is! Direct hit. So 2 kills now for Talon. Okay, good. This is a good position to be in. New spot. They just lost their Progetto up in the north, but we do have a Scorpion sitting next to that bunker. Now, the tree's knocked down. That normally means somebody's there, and he just got a direct hit on him. Unfortunately, the Scorpion just killed our Lancer C out the field, and now we've got an ELC M90 to contend with as well. He's immediately hid behind the bunker because, of course, he doesn't have any armor really, so to speak. Now, from this spot, we can shoot into the town, and there are a number of enemy tanks we could fire at. Unfortunately, that one hit the building. Oh my gum, look, the Scorpion's missing a huge amount of hit points. Talon's shot might have actually hit the turret. It looks like it did. There's a mark on the other side of the turret. I just saw a yellow mark on there, so I think he penetrated the turret on that Scorpion with that shot at the bunker. It was a very good shot. Now he can get the kill shot. Rounds out. Oh, another good one. He doesn't really need to move from this spot at all. And in fact, actually, it's probably a good idea if he doesn't, because that ELC is still up there to the north. There's only 3 enemies left, 2 Arty, one's in the corner. It's also a Bat Chat 155-55. They've lost their ELC. So can he get the shot on this Bat Chat? Yes! Oh, he got another kill. 203 hit points, and that was the final kill of the game. I do believe we found an Arty that Talon really likes, because yes, his second game in this Arty, he gets a third-class tanker, a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills, he got 4 exactly, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, he got 5 exactly, and his win rate on this one was 2,619, which is Unicum standard. So yes, he's getting in the swing of this Arty very, very much. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the Astron Rex with 3,812 hit points of damage. But the second highest damage went to the Scorpion G on the enemy team with 2,504. And the third highest damage went to their AMBT with 2,255. But in fourth place, we've got Talon. Look at this, 2,133 hit points of damage. So he was really having fun in this Arty. When it came to kills, he got the highest number of kills with 4. 3 kills went to the Astron Rex on our team and also to the Scorpion G on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, he's a little further down the table. The Astron Rex got 1,263, mainly down to the fact that he was doing a lot of spotting, I think, 374. No, he actually did an actual lot of damage in this vehicle. That's why he actually got the high win rate and the high XP in the game. The second highest went to the 56 TP with 866. And the third went to the Ferdinand with 792, with Talon getting 755. He fired 12 rounds, so he got a decent amount of shots out to get him a good score. 7 direct hits on the enemy, 2 penetrating shots. Now, we need to look at those because we do know he penetrated the Scorpion, one of the Scorpions, for sure. Now, which one's which? That, I'm not sure if that... Yes, he did penetrate both of them. Absolutely did he penetrate them. One of them, he took out the game altogether. I think that was the one he took out the game, who was near the gates. 454 hit points from one shot, and it went straight through his armor and killed him. This was the other one. He actually hit this guy twice because he got a blind shot while he was hiding behind the bunker, and I'm pretty sure that did hit the turret. The actual armor around the turret is very, very thin, and it penetrated him. And then he just finished him off when he got the second shot in. But he must have picked up a huge amount of damage with that first shot. Because remember, the alpha of this Arty is 680. In fact, I didn't say the alpha for this Arty, but it is 680. And it looks like he got a low roll penetration with the first shot. And the second shot just finished the guy off. But this is one of the Artys on the enemy team that got 3 kills. So he actually took out one of their best players with that shot. Because he just get it over the bunker into the guy. There he is, their top player. There he is, right at the top of the page, and he got him in the end. Anyway, let's go back to detail. He got 9 splashes as well, 2,133 hit points of damage, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 4, 612 hit points of stun assist off 7 stuns. Now, he earned a profit off this game, 47,264 credits, so it's a credit turner. And he also got 7,930 experience points as well, because he got a mission completion event on that one as well. He got a mission completion in the credits as well, but it just goes to show, I think Talon has really found an Arty that he can use and use effectively to get good credits in the game, good XP, and get a result, because after all, he was instrumental in bringing down some of the best players. Well, he did bring down the best players on the enemy team. So where does this leave Talon in the contest? Well, he hasn't improved his score as regards the mastery, because he still had a 3rd class on the previous game. He has got a fighter badge on this game, and he did get a higher win 8. So if we look at the previous score, yeah, 3rd class bruiser and 1350. On this game, he's got 3rd class fighter and a bruiser and 2619. So this is now the leading game and sets the standard for Talon in the contest. So he's in the lead, but Angelina could beat him. We'll just have to wait and see which replay comes in next. And there will be a video coming out very shortly, so stick around and you'll find out who wins the weekend line. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.